Alright, guess what? Guess. Literally, guess. I'm not gonna tell you. Question marks. Everywhere. Guess. Wrong. Today, we're gonna be learning how to do an aerial. Now, an aerial. Question that many people ask. What is an aerial? Well, let me tell you, back in the day when gymnastics first started, aerial actually refers to any acrobatic move that's done in the air. So technically, aerial 360. Wow, crazy, I know. Then slowly after time, it referred to any move that landed on, that did a full complete rotation from feet to feet without touching your hands. And then like aerial front, that's a front flip. Okay, then it sort of just became the most standard form, which is an aerial cartwheel, a no-handed cartwheel. You do the cartwheel, but you don't touch your hands to the ground. It's that simple. That's what we're gonna be learning today, and maybe we'll explain, how to do axe to aerials and stuff like that if we get there, if we have time. Okay. So, first thing about an aerial. What are the prerequisites? What are the precs? I'm gonna tell you what the precs are. The precs. Well, I don't know, a no-handed cartwheel, what could possibly be the precs? Yes, a cartwheel, that's your prec. That's your prerequisite. A cartwheel, it's simple. You didn't need a video to tell you that. So, go out there, do cartwheels. If you don't know how to do a cartwheel, quit tricking. Actually, yeah, quit it. You're not going to make it. For those of you who don't know how to do a cartwheel but might make it, here you go. Here's a cartwheel. I'm right-footed, but I'm a goofy trick. I don't know. I spin to my left, I round up with my left foot forward. So I'm gonna do a cartwheel with my left foot forward. So you take your left foot. Now you gotta think about this, because this is important when you get to the aerial. When you're doing your cartwheels, because you want to keep practicing really a lot. A cartwheel is not this. This is not a cartwheel. It's not. That's not the cartwheel that we want. We want a cartwheel that was side to side. That was this to this. We want facing forward, and then we're going to come out facing backwards. So that is more, take a step, everything's going to be looking forward. When you take that step, you want your hands to be up, arms up, come down, and then in the air, your body twists, and you're going to face this way now. That's really important, because when you do an aerial, the turning of your chest, and it gets you in the air. Okay, so how do you evolve that into an aerial? I don't see how that's possible. Yeah, it is. It's really possible. All you do that faster. Do it faster and faster. Tap the ground less and less. Eventually, you're just gonna be like tapping the ground. So like you go faster and faster, like a fast cartwheel might look like. Notice how I barely even tap the ground. Okay, so then from there, if you're not comfortable enough to go straight to the aerial, because this is a very hard move to learn, one of the most troublesome and advanced basic moves, what you want to do is do a one-handed cartwheel. What's a one-handed? Oh yeah, okay, yeah, one-handed cartwheel. You do only use one hand. It's a one-handed cartwheel. So you want to start with the hand that's closest to the ground. That's the first one-handed cartwheel. So that's like that. And then from there, go to the other hand because it's further away. Well, then what do I do with this hand? Okay, this is important because this is about the aerial. This is very important. This hand is gonna go bam. You're gonna elbow something. That's important. Why is that important? Because that is what keeps your body in the air. That's what gives you lift. When you do that, that gets you up. So when you're practicing the cartwheel, one-handed cartwheel with this arm, have this hand go like that, and then you'll end up just tapping this hand on the ground, and it'll be like, you notice? You know what I'm saying? Really drive that, because that's what gets you up. Okay, so you got all those down. You can do this pretty quickly. What do? An aerial. That's what you do. For the aerial. A lot of people have crazy methods to learn the aerial. I'm really going to teach you a few. But for the basic aerial, you might just want to try this, just to get it out of the way and just try it. This is the front setup. This is a gymnast aerial. This is a basic aerial setup. You're gonna, since I'm gonna go off my left foot, you're gonna just kind of add a little skip to it. You don't have to freaking run across half the floor to do an aerial. You can just a simple skip into it. That skip is just like the end of a hurdle. It's a hurdle. So you're gonna skip into it, and then you're gonna place this foot out. You want to bend this leg. This is chamber it, just like the B kick. This move isn't a B kick, by the way. It's completely different. You want to bend it though. So when this leg is bent, this leg is right out here. Not too far, not too close, but just right. You know, just right there. And then this hand, the one that the far hand, it's not going to be as important in this. But what you learn with that, that's key. Because what you're going to do is you're going to come down. You're going to come down. You kind of want to come down into it and then up. You don't want to throw your head into the ground. It's just the more you go down before you go up. You go down, you got to come back up. That's just the way I think of it. If I get closer to the ground, I have to come back up. Okay. So then you're going to go down. This is important. Do this. Throw this. With the other hand, you can kind of go across. And really, yeah, that pretty much works. Some people go like that. I'm not a big fan. Whatever you got to do. Then, push off that leg. Freaking jump off that leg, please. That'll help you get it. And one of the most unrealized but important parts of this move is this back leg. Drive it up. This is freaking important. You want to freaking just nail the ceiling with your leg. You want to like literally think about hitting the ceiling, kicking the ceiling with your leg. Think about it. Because that's what's going to get you around. No, it's not going to be the jump and the throw in the body. No, you can't whiplash your feet like that. This is going to kick you around. That's the flipping motion. Okay, also, a little tip. If you're flexible, this move is going to be like shit tons easier. Like, oh. That's why girls can learn this move in like 30 minutes, but it takes guys like months. Like me. Yeah, I wasn't very flexible. Okay, so, another tip about flexibility. If you can, get as much of the aerial done before you actually leave the ground, so that when you're in the air, all you have to do is fall over the rest of the way. It's what an aerial is. Okay, enough talk. Here's what you're doing, you're gonna go up. Kata aerial. You notice that? How I kind of went down, and then up along with the leg. Whoa. Okay. Aerial. Ta-da! That's an aerial. And that's some tips to land it. I mean, this move is going to take you a while to get used to. You're going to be like throwing your body all over, but just control yourself. You're going to feel a strain, like a stretch right there, because when your head's around, you can use your flexibility to cheat yourself and land it and to get it. Also, if you desperately just can't understand that, it's just not working for you. You're doing it that way. Like it just doesn't. You're doing it and you're just not getting it over and over again. There is one last tip, which is how I learned it and how I've taught a few other people how to learn it if they just didn't get it. It's called the trickster aerial, aka the shit kick. B-twist, fuck, it's terrible. But it helps you get the basic idea. So, what is that? How do you do that? I like to throw a little kick before I do it. It just kind of gets me going. I call it the spin aerial when I'm trying to tell my friends how to do it. All you do, throw a little spin. Oh, it kind of looks like that B-kick thing you did. Yeah, it kind of is, except I like to make it more up and over so that it's more inverted. Think of it as an inverted B-kick, I don't care. It's a simple way to learn it. To get the basics down, you're just going to do this, throw your thing, and then when you come down with the spin momentum, you kind of just go up and land, and it's an inverted B-kick, I know, but it helps you to eventually get a regular aerial, and that looks like that. It's really, really easy.